Hey guys, so this week Mashima gave us 2 chapters of Fairy Tail in a single issue, and I have to say, I kinda have mixed feelings about these chapters. Now, they weren't terrible, but I'm just not really feeling how this battle ended. You know, as we know, Agil was just defeated by Urza, and they had a pretty cool fight, lots of crap going on, but eventually he gets defeated, and there's a huge sandstorm and everything. And because this guy is one of the Spriggan 12, and he put up a pretty strong fight, I figured that, all the other Spriggan 12 will put up a pretty strong fight. And of course, we still have Brandish and Wall, who are in Magnolia right now, ready to kill some fools. But the sandstorm caused by Agil, makes Brandish start to sneeze. She starts a sneezing fit, and while she's distracted, Kana knocks her out. Just boom. One of the most overpowered characters in the series, they just knock her out. And then they take her away. So yeah, to be honest, that was really disappointing for me. I was really looking forward to seeing Brandish in a fight, because we really haven't seen her fight anyone yet. We've seen her use her powers and stuff, but, not in an actual fight, and now it doesn't seem like we're going to be getting that fight for a very long time. And I mean, seriously, these guys are supposed to be the end game bad guys, and you just knock her out, and that's it. Anyway, so now we have the fat dude, Wall. Now, it turns out he's actually a robot, and his magic powers are to create other robots that basically exploit the weaknesses of his enemies. So for example, when he's fighting Gray, he spawns a robot that uses fire magic, which is of course Gray's weakness. And when he's fighting Lasana, he has a robot that acts like Elfman because, she doesn't want to hurt her own brother and all that stuff. Anyway, so then Ichiya shows up from Blue Pegasus, and now this wasn't a huge shock to me because if you do follow my Fairy Tail reviews a while back, I did call that Blue Pegasus and a bunch of other people would most likely be joining in on this battle. So yeah, I'm not going to be surprised if other people like Lamia Scale or Sabretooth join this battle, because what the crap wouldn't they? Now I found this a bit funny, but because Ichiya has so many weaknesses, Wall couldn't actually create a robot to defeat him just because of all the weaknesses he had. He couldn't concentrate on one. But the thing is, all they do to defeat this guy is realize that, oh, well, if Gray can't defeat the fire dude, then let's just have Juvia fight the fire dude. So everyone just pretty much switches targets, they beat up all the robots, and then Ichiya takes out Wall. Just like that. Oh, and as it turns out, Natsu and them were just beating up all the armies, and now they're all done. So yeah, they win the battle. Now I know this was just the first wave of enemies in Alvarez's invasion of Fiore, but the battle really didn't end the way I wanted it to. I wanted to see the Spriggan 12 put up more of a fight. I mean, Brandish didn't even fight, and Wall, what an idiot. Why? What even was that? To be honest, they just oh, let's just fight all the other robots, because we're strong against them, because this dude's an idiot, and because the Dragon Slayers are super OP, all those other army dudes, they done for. I just wish that this part of the story had more of a climax, because it really wasn't all that exciting. But anyway, I still have hope for the future. There's still a bunch of Spriggan 12 members left, some with crazy powers, some who we don't even know yet. And then of course we have Zeref and Acnologia, who aren't going down as easy as friggin' Wall and Brandish did in these chapters. Anyway, the title of next week's chapter has something to do with Parfum, so it's probably gonna be focused on Ichiya, and we're probably going to see his manhood or some crap. Anyway, so those are my thoughts on this week's 2 chapters of Fairy Tail, and it was, a bit disappointing. I still have hope for the future. This arc has been pretty good so far, and this is really the only time I've been a bit disappointed, so hopefully this doesn't happen again. So with that, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next week for a review of the next chapter of Fairy Tail.